Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Give me just a minute, y'all. I gotta get everything set up for uh for the platforms. But welcome, y'all. Welcome to Let's Talk Gospel right here on Mental Impact Radio. Man, we're about to have a great time tonight. We're about to sit down with the brother Jamaal Dontah and chop it up about his album, Finally Me. But before we jump into that, we have a brand new exclusive from our brother Eric Cohen, Dysfunctional. So make sure y'all sit back, relax, and get ready for this joint, man. Let's go.
Maybe I'm dysfunctional, maybe I'm unlovable, passing through this life, feel like I'm disposable. Maybe I'm dysfunctional, a little bit deranged, headed off the deep end, some would say estranged. How do I release control? How can I fill in a hole, a void so deep inside my soul? Sentence, death, no parole, looking for the keys, locked up eternally, acting like I'm free. The joke's on me, the joke's on me. Implications got me thinking situations I've been chasing, taking love and I'm replacing with something so distorted. Going crazy, I ain't breaking my addiction, I'm embracing, calling out. He is waiting to change my life, he's so amazing. Do you hear the freedom calling? Do you hear the freedom calling? Getting louder, feel the power coursing through the air, hitting like a bolt of lightning, so aware I feel my hair standing up, God above your holy presence taking over. Feel the love, growing closer, full disclosure, give myself away to the one and only King. I can sing, I'm released, I can feel the victory. Maybe I'm dysfunctional, maybe I'm unlovable, passing through this life, feel like I'm disposable. Maybe I'm dysfunctional, a little bit deranged, headed off the deep end, some would say estranged. Maybe I'm dysfunctional, maybe I'm unlovable, passing through this life, feel like I'm disposable. Maybe I'm dysfunctional, a little bit deranged, headed off the deep end, some would say estranged. For years I hid so deep inside, fighting thoughts inside my mind, listening to the voices, spewing lies, my own demise, didn't have a basis, caught up in my stasis, pulled between opposing forces, born again like Nicodemus. Thank you, I'm crying out, crying loud, searching for the truth today. I was lost and now I'm found, suffered for a purpose, I'm here to make his name renowned. Every tongue confess and every knee will bow. Do you feel the wave of love? Do you feel the wave of love? Reaching through the darkest night, taking burdens as we fight, no longer blind, receiving sight. Birth from ashes, such a light, call it my provision, with laser-like precision, loading up his every word like ammunition. I'm not missing, aiming for the heart, his grace and love I am inflicting, building up his holy power like a bomb I think I'm taking. Maybe I'm dysfunctional, maybe I'm unlovable, passing through this life, feel like I'm disposable. Maybe I'm dysfunctional, a little bit deranged, headed off the deep end, some would say estranged. Maybe I'm dysfunctional, maybe I'm unlovable, passing through this life, feel like I'm disposable. Maybe I'm dysfunctional, a little bit deranged, headed off the deep end, some would say estranged.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. That once again, that was Dysfunctional by our brother Eric Cohen, man, doing his thing. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to start it up, man, and get this thing started up real quick. Man, we're sitting down with the brother Jamaal Dontah right here on Let's Talk Gospel on Mental Impact Radio. How you feeling, brother? How you feeling?
What up? What up? How y'all doing?
Well, man. Amen. Doing well, brother.
Absolutely, man. Doing good.
Let the folks know who you are and a little bit about yourself and where you're from, bro.
Okay, I can do that. I'm Jamaal Dontah. I'm from Pittsburgh, PA, and I've been rapping for about over 20 years. I rap in a group, and I've been rapping solo as well. And father of 6 children, and I love the Lord.
Amen. Man, father of 6 kids. Woo! Oh
Yeah.
man. Okay. Oh, brother. Man, we gotta say a prayer for you. I'm glad you made it, bro. 6 kids, man.
Yeah. You know what? God has been faithful. You know what I mean?
Amen.
You know, like, I've learned a lot about myself through raising my children. You know what I mean? A lot of growth has had to take place. Just seeing different situations, and you know what I mean? You can just see, you know, child rearing is one of them things to where it's like you can look in the mirror and just reflect on the things that you're doing well and the things that you need a little bit of improvement on. So I thank God for them, because I've had to grow up in a lot of different ways along the way.
Amen. Man, first off, I've told you already, you know, on Instagram, and I told you behind the scenes. Now I got to go ahead and let you know in front of everybody so everybody can hear it. If you have not heard this man's album, Finally Me, you need to go check it out. I'm telling you, the album is great from beginning to end. I love the tracks. I love the rhyme skills. You can actually hear that you have been, you know, rapping for a while. Some people you can actually hear if they have or not. You know what I'm saying? But you definitely can hear that you've been rapping for a while. So yeah, it was a great piece of great body of work, brother. So just want to let you know and give you your flowers in front of everybody. Now, have you always been doing gospel music, or were you in the secular realm at one point?
I've always, I'll say that I tried to do secular music when I first started to rap, maybe around 8th grade, but I sounded real corny. You know what I mean? So so it was one of the things where I kind of, you know, I tried it, didn't work. You know what I mean? And I think that was just due to based on how I was raised. You know, I went, like, the first rap that I heard via Walkman was NWA. And then when my father got saved, the next thing I listened to was ETW. And so this is early 90s. So we, you know, this is going way back. So, like, from there, once I heard, you know, the Gospel Gangsters, I was, you know, Mr. Solo is still held high in my regard. You know, rest in peace to him. But you know what I mean. He's
one of the
I feel
best,
like a legend, one of the best to ever do it. And once I locked in with him, you know, I knew that I wanted to do that. You know what I mean, and you know, try for myself.
Amen. So if that's the case, then you were always a part of the faith, or have you had a time that you weren't, you know, within the church, and that God found you in a certain time in your life?
I want to say, so I became a believer when I was 9. Now I'll say that with the caveat that, of course, you know, I did, you know, test the waters to make sure that my faith wasn't dependent upon my parents. So that would have been around your 2021 time frame. But even still, the music didn't change though. It was just, I was being fake. You know what I'm saying? Just writing something and living something different. You know what I mean? So, but as far as the music, it's always been there. As far as the walk, you know, I think that there's been times where, you know, sometimes we're better than others. You know what I mean? But I would never say that I, quote unquote, left the faith or anything like that. I just think that I was just trying the waters to make sure that my faith was legitimate for me and not based upon anybody else.
Okay. Definitely can understand that. Definitely understand that. Brother Birdie, jump on in here, bro.
Absolutely, man. Well, bro, thank you for your time, man. First of all, I know I haven't had a chance to say much as of yet, so pleasure to meet you, man. Thank you for your time.
Oh,
So
likewise.
with the hip hop, right? Yeah, with
Mhm.
hip hop, who are some people that influenced you? I mean, we hinted around that you've been doing it a while. So first question is, who are some of the people that influenced you as an artist?
Uh, I want to, Mr. Solo, definitely.
Okay.
T-Bone, uh, Redman, uh, Bone Thugs and Harmony. Crazy Bone in
Gotcha.
particular. Hey, Crazy was my favorite one.
Right.
Pac, Pac. I definitely was a big Pac fan, and Most Def. So it's kind of eclectic. I liked a little bit of everything. And I want to say Eminem and Joe Budden.
Okay.
Joe Budden's probably one of the best storytellers I've ever heard in my life. Like he can paint a if you've ever
You
listened to
can.
some of the he can paint a picture so crazy. You know what I mean? His songwriting or storytelling rather is very good, in my opinion at least.
Yeah. I love his song Castles, man. Castles, he does a good job of that. Where he
Yeah,
like
he
paints a
did.
picture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. So man, with that being said, walk us through your process when you're sitting down and you're creating music. What are some of the things that you do? Do you look for the track first, or do you have an idea first? Do you write the hook first? So walk us through that.
So first, I generally write in the morning. So I like to write when there is complete silence. I don't. Everybody sleep generally when I'm writing. So that may consist of me downloading. I'll go to a random website. You know what I mean? Check out some beats. See if I can if I can download them. I'll listen to maybe 10 to 15 tracks, or I'll download 10 to 15 tracks, and then go through those, and whatever hits me first, I'll just start writing. I hardly ever have a concept when I write. I just allow God to move, and whatever comes is what comes. There may be, there are some times where maybe somebody might give me an idea. We might have had a conversation the day before, or there may be a muse or something that may inspire something. But for the most part, it generally, I hear the record, and whatever comes is what comes.
Gotcha. That's what's up, man. So earlier you made mention of like you got started in the faith at an early age, you said around 9,
Right.
and then you kind of like maybe strayed away a little bit, and you wanted to see if your faith was real.
Right.
So what were some of the things that happened that where like God might have stepped in and he showed you, okay, this is the real deal. Like what were some of the things that kind of brought you back?
I want to say that just different spiritual gifts, just like maybe, for example, gift of tongues and things of that nature. There were things that happened from maybe 18 to 21 that I never experienced before, and these were certain indicators to me, like, okay, this is real to me. My parents aren't around, so there's no relying on them at all. There's no, okay, this is because of my dad. Don't get me wrong, they planted seeds, but again, this is me going to church by myself with my friends, making this a regular occurrence. So, it wasn't every now and then. And the more that started to happen, the more that it became real. And also, just as far as the music was concerned, I didn't want to be a hypocrite. I really wanted to, stand 10 toes down on what I was creating. I felt like God wasn't blessing what was being done because of the fact that my heart posture wasn't where it needed to be. So, I really had to make this about him, not about whether, I'm going to be the next biggest and best Christian artist. It had to be, one of them things to where it's, I'm his son. You know what I mean? And I'm created for worship. And that's how we're wired and what we're supposed to be doing. What does that look like? I had to learn what that looks like. So then that made me further appreciate the gifts, because it was one of the things where it wasn't something that was taken for granted.
Amen.
Amen to that, bro.
I wanted to touch on something. It's something small, but it's something that I noticed. The name is different. Your name on Facebook and your name here, the name that you have on the album is two separate names. Your name on Facebook is Pete, and then the name on the album last is Dontah. What's the difference with that?
So Pete is my last name, and
Okay.
Dontah's my middle name.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Right. Yeah, I was just wondering that when I saw the album and everything, and then when I saw you on Facebook, and I didn't know that we were already friends on Facebook. I was like, hold on, what?
Yeah, right.
So I honestly don't know how long we've even been friends on Facebook, but it must have been a little minute or whatever. So
Right.
I was surprised about that. I inboxed you on Instagram and told you that your track Tempter was one of my favorite joints on the album. We're going to jump into that now, but I want you to discuss that because you said that had a real testimony behind that track. So I want you to go ahead and share that with the folks now.
Okay. So that song is twofold. One, there was a situation where, I was in a relationship that, wasn't really honoring the Lord. And this is post marriage, and it got to a point where the relationship became an idol, and it just got really bad to a point where sex was controlling everything. And so that's the true story. But then the other part of that is when sin grips you and it takes control over you, you don't realize how far in you are until you kind of reflect back on it, and you can kind of, and once you come out of it and you kind of look back on it, it's like, wow, this turned me into a completely different person, and to a point where I couldn't even recognize myself because I was so locked in. It was it's one of them things to where it's like, God knows what we want, but yet Satan knows what we want too. And sometimes what's going to happen is you're going to be presented with counterfeits that may come your way, that if you're not paying attention and if you're not on your guard, you're gonna fall to that if you're not aware of Satan's schemes and his devices. And that's what that song was about. And I think that a lot of people don't keep it real and expose that stuff, because it needs to be exposed, because of the fact that like, God needs to get the glory, and it's one of them things to where am I happy about it? No. But once I wrote that song, although my brother picked the track list and picked all the records, that song was going on that album. Like, so adamant about this particular record. I was like, this joint, it has to make it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It has to make it.
Well,
You
I'm
know what I
glad you
mean?
did. I'm definitely glad you did, brother, because that joint, as soon as I heard it, for whatever reason, that track just spoke to me. It just stuck out to me more than more than the other ones. But yeah, I'm glad you did put it on the album. So um, that's what we're gonna do now. We're gonna jump into Tempter, and then we have some other videos that some commercials that we need to play. And just to let y'all know once again, man, this is Let's Talk Gospel right here on Mental Impact Radio. We're live on our 24-hour radio station and also live on our Facebook, YouTube, X, and Stoop Up. We did not go live on Instagram tonight. We're probably going to go ahead and start that off tomorrow night, not tonight. So we're not live on there, but we will share the clips on Instagram later on and everything. So definitely, but you can catch us everywhere else. And then also after the show, you can catch the show on our all of our podcast platforms as well. Apple, Google, Amazon, everything like that. Audacity. So we're on there as well. So all right. So let's jump into Tempter and we'll be right back.
Let's get it.
Yo, I like it. Something you can move to. Some things we can think about. I got temptations, feeling contagious. In my mind it's so hectic. I'm trying to contain it, but it hits me in stages. The more that I face it, I'm feeling that helpless. I just can't take it. I'm fading away. Hey, it's a lot of pressure. 1, 2. Let's go. I keep messing with you, and I know the risk. I still remember magic from that first kiss, but that shoe don't fit. Yet we tried so hard, even got new kicks, and they still don't fit. Back around the block, you still make me sick. Freedom all around, you still find me. Then remind me of the short pleasure. You got perfect timing, wanna reminisce. Take us on a spell, now I wanna fix what we supposed to do, talking about me and you. I thought we tried all that we could do. I can't keep living in the past. I got temptations, feeling contagious. In my mind it's so hectic. I'm trying to contain it, but it hits me in stages. The more that I face it, I'm feeling that helpless. I just can't take it. I'm fading away. Hey, it's kinda hard trying to get myself back together. Feel me? I'm praying I can lose this dependency. Give me the strength so you can rescue me. The lady that I love is sitting next to me. Why you texting me? Keep pressing me. What's another visit? Is she no less? You know I know best, and that's no flex. I love the look you give when I undress. If I want you, it's just one text. You want God now as a protect. I'll expose all your dirt so you can go fetch. Talking spirituals, what we know best, especially with your flesh. I got temptations, feeling contagious. In my mind it's so hectic. I'm trying to contain it, but it hits me in stages. The more that I face it, I'm feeling that helpless. I just can't take it. I'm fading away. Hey. 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 Hey.
Woo. man, that's a straight banger. Straight banger.
Thank you, thank
That's
you,
a vibe, dog. I like that, man.
thank you, thank you.
Yes, 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 yes.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Man,
That joint right there, man, I'm telling you, it'll put you in the mood.
absolutely. Man, so look, we had want to honor the questions that came up in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. My spiritual parents popped in, Dr. Tony Whitley, Lady T, Angie, shout out sis, Willow in the building, shout out to everybody. So look, my spiritual father had a question. He asked, let me get back to it. He said that making the music help heal you from the relationships.
Uh, the making the music, it was therapy. It was therapy for me. You know, as I was writing the music, I was there was forgiveness on my behalf that was taking place. I think once so backstory. I'll give a backstory. So maybe this has been a five year project. So maybe the first four, I had maybe like 30 or something songs, and the project wasn't ready. Once my brother, we listened to it, he was like, "You need some more records." I said, "Okay." So I gave up my stuff because my children. You know what I mean? Like I had to get another job. I gave up all my studio stuff, so I stopped recording for a period. So I moved, and then 2023. This would have been maybe around February 2023. The Lord just provided an opportunity for me to get a MacBook Pro, a used one for maybe like $250. So then from there, I was able to get uh, the rest of the studio stuff for rarely pretty cheap. And the way the Lord was working, I started writing a song every day. I haven't
Mhm.
written like that since I was a teenager. So
Come
I'm saying
on.
that to say that when I started to write, a lot of those songs were songs from that batch of writing, and I was in a way healthier place. So people were already forgiven before I started to write them, before I was writing the
Mm.
music. You know what I mean? Because I
Gotcha.
didn't want to have I didn't want to have any odds towards anybody while writing it, because I believed that the Lord wasn't going to bless it, and I wanted to be free. I didn't want nobody to have control mentally over me due to some stuff from the past. You know what I'm saying? So, I had to make a choice to let it go. But yet also the writing it helped work some of that stuff out, because I knew that once this came out, whatever songs made the project, I was going to be held accountable for the lyrics that I put out there. So with that being said, I want to be true to the music. You know what I'm saying?
I love that, bro. You pretty much. I'm gonna take a page out of Birdie's book. You said a bar right there. When you said when you're writing helped you mentally. It helped you to heal mentally and forgive mentally when you were writing, while you were putting it out there when you're writing it. That's something that a lot of people need to take that into consideration when they're doing music and things of that nature. Make sure that you're healed before you make that step forward into whatever you're doing or whatever you start doing on your next chapter or whatever. So definitely, brother, I love that.
Yeah.
That's definitely dope, man. That's something that I like to practice myself as an artist. Writing, man. I try to be clear, mentally and my heart, and if I'm feeling some type of way towards somebody, I ask God to work on me in that area. I'm still able to like tap into the emotions because one thing I feel like the best songs they come from your experiences, from like personal experiences. So being able to tap into them is a good thing, but you don't want to like take bad feelings into songs, especially when you're trying to uplift God, man. So that's beautiful.
Yeah, and I mean and I think also there's some songs that you write and they need to be left in that vault, and you write them, get out what you need to get out, put them away.
That's
Exactly.
that write it on the paper, burn it method. Write it on
Yeah,
the paper and burn it up method.
you know what I mean? Like nobody ever hears them. You know what I mean? But that could be your way of working it out within you. Put it away.
Yeah,
Everybody,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Everybody doesn't need to hear everything. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's just for you.
Right.
Amen. I've been there before. I've done a couple of podcasts before where I spilt my heart out
Right.
and nobody would ever see a light of day. Would
Right.
never hear it, would never see it ever. But it was something for me just to get off. So I
Right.
definitely agree with you on there. I definitely get you on that.
Yeah, because my mom has said to me, like, when I was going
Oh,
through, she was like, "Just you need to go listen to your own music." Goodbye.
Mm, mm,
wow. Okay.
mm. Well, what
So,
I'm gonna
bro,
do right now.
man, with heat like that, oh,
Go ahead,
go ahead.
bro.
That's my fault.
Now I was about to
I was
jump
gonna
into
ask,
another.
man. So on your project, am I delayed?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, though.
I can't hear her. Oh,
No, you go ahead. That's why I was telling you. Go ahead.
yeah.
So I was gonna ask, man, on your project, are there any favorite tracks of yours? With heat like the one that we just played, man, are there any particular that are like your favorite?
Um, Blueprint is probably one of my favorite. Blueprint and Lighters Up. The first song is my favorite because once I wrote that particular song, even my kids, when they first heard that record, and they don't necessarily listen to a lot of Christian music, when they heard that record, they said, "Dad's back." Once
Mm,
they once I heard that from them, I knew that I was on the right track.
mm,
You know what I mean? Like they knew that I was ready. You know what I mean? Blueprint to me is pretty much a if you were to say what would summarize who Jamaal is as a person, Blueprint, that particular song would kind of summarize it. Just in regards to my posture now, in regards to my children, my posture in regards to love, my posture in regards to lyricism, and working and striving to be better as a just as a man overall.
mm. Amen. Amen. And of course, you would name a couple
Amen.
of the tracks that I don't even have loaded up, but that's okay. We got you. that's that's okay. We got you.
But
Um,
also Builders is one of my favorite songs because do you have that one loaded up?
no.
Yeah. I was trying to
But I
argue.
still got you. I got you though. I got you. Not a problem at all,
Builders
man.
Builders is dope to me because like one of the guy featured on there. He's from Columbus, Ohio, and he's a pastor. His name is Priest, and just the energy that he brought on that record, I feel like I needed that voice on the album. You know what I mean? And the relationship that we've developed and the encouragement after I share my testimony with him. Like I met him in Atlanta, and after what I mean, I talked to him and we started to build. Uh, it's just been a beautiful friendship, man, and I'm glad that he just started his the launch of his church not too long ago, and I'm just happy for what the Lord is doing through them.
Amen. Amen. All right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to jump into a couple of videos. It's not by Jamaal, but it's a couple of videos by some of them. One is by Stoop Up, and one is by our Monday exercise of the week by Janae Washington with Flex. So definitely, man, check out these videos, and we'll be right back with more banging music by Jamaal Dante.
Hey, yo, are you sick of all these social media platforms not allowing your content and your creativity to come to the forefront? If you're ready for a game-changing online experience, let me introduce you to Stoop Up, the digital neighborhood that's shaking up social media. Hey, no more bots, no more fake accounts, and definitely no data suppression. At Stoop Up, we're all about boosting your voice, celebrating creativity, and building dope connections. It's where family friendly and positivity unite in style. Hey, yo, so we're calling all community leaders, artists, entrepreneurs, and content creators. Get ready to cash in on your videos, streams, autocasts, photos, and your thoughts. On Stoop Up, you become a creator partner and monetize with just one supporter and a fully loaded stoop. Don't miss out. Log on today at www.stoopup.com and join the digital neighborhood for free, and let's supercharge your creativity. Stoop Up. Be the good news. Don't tell me that you feel that.
What's up, gang? I'm coming to you with a quick hit circuit. If you are short on time, this is What's up, gang? I'm coming to you with a quick hit circuit. If you are short on time, this is 16 minutes long and has zero equipment, okay? Let's get into it. First, we have alternating jumping lunges. If you cannot jump, you could just step back into a reverse lunge. Then we have a push-up into a plank press. If you want to modify the push-up, you can definitely drop them knees. Then we're going to have plank up-downs. Make sure that you switch arms with each rep and keep that butt down, okay? Then last but not least, we have burpees into a squat hold. You want to make sure when you come into your squat that your butt is down and that your chest is up and those shoulders are not rounded forward. That is it, y'all. 16 minutes and you are done, okay? You already know I'm gonna say, your turn. Save this for later. Give it a go. Let me know how it is. Follow for more. What's up, gang?
All right. Yes.
Circuit. If you are short on time, this is 16 minutes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we're back. Man, we're about to jump into some more music by our man Jamaal Dante. Give me just a minute here. Let's jump into Blueprint.
Bro, can you hear the music?
I can't hear anything.
Music's not playing on your end?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
nothing's not playing, man.
All
I
right.
thought you was loading it up for a second.
Nah, I thought it was playing. Man. All right, him downstairs, get out of here. All right, let's jump into human nature. Let's go.
Yeah, we wanna lay up, but we want favor. It's human nature. It's human nature. We wanna lay up, but we want favor. It's human nature. It's human nature. We ain't taking high these chests. Yes, you ain't in control. What's next? Yes, let me be your lung and take your breath. Yes, it's human
You
nature.
wide the asking why should I? Am I sure this time too fast to the goodbyes? I can't deny what the past shows can I. What I can't describe is when love brings a surprise. Overwhelmed can't lie up the morning sunrise. Butterflies turn into feelings ready to fly. Gauging to go through stages. Can we get by today, tomorrow through pain? Still you I. Oh, will you be there when I need you? An extra lens I can see through need truth. Sweet aroma when I see you greet you. Focus on your goals, go get it when you need to. If so, you can put it to the test. Drive through the city, feel the breeze in the west. The hills and the valleys proceed to invest. The keys to the kingdom, the seas we protect. 1, 2.
Yeah, we wanna lay up, but we want favor. It's human nature. It's human nature. We wanna lay up, but we want favor. It's human nature. It's human
Seen a few
nature.
faces, counted as a loss. What I need is you. I counted all the costs. When we got contagious, can you fight it off? Pedals at your feet, light a fire for a boss. Confident in nature, ain't afraid of youth. Learning my desires, I see you as a muse. As far as the hate go, charge it to the fruit. We're building up the body, gotta shake the toxins loose. I can't forfeit when someone's so gorgeous. When I look into your eyes, I see orbits, purest in form, so we cannot distort it. Nothing finds my reasons yet, I'm so nervous. The poetry in me, I gotta step it up. The royalty of you, I can't get enough. We can't look behind, you better buckle up to the road and we ride till the wheels fall off.
Yeah, we wanna lay up, but we want favor. It's human nature. It's human nature. We wanna lay up, but we want favor. It's human nature. It's human nature. We ain't taking high these chests. Yes, you ain't in control. What's next? Yes, let me be your lung and take your breath. Yes, it's human nature.
Yes, sir.
Oh my goodness. Woo!
Uh,
That is the lick.
That's my joint, man. that's that might be that yeah that one might be my favorite at this moment.
gotcha.
There's some good tracks there, man. I'm telling you. Make sure y'all go check out the album, man. The album is finally me, out now by Jamaal Dontah. So make sure y'all go check that out. And we have a lot of his music playing on the station. We have the link right there going by bit.ly/mental impact radio, or download the free His Hop Radio app. Our station is on there, and also the free Live 365 app. Our just favorite mental impact radio, and listen to us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Non-stop music. Don't have to worry about any a whole bunch of commercials or anything other than our commercials that we put on there. So Definitely hint, hint. So if y'all want to advertise, come on, roll with us, man. We got some advertising space free, some slots free. If you have a show, we would love to add your show to our station. Very soon, we will be loading Unhinged. Unhinged, the ladies from Unhinged, we will be having their show playing on the station every Thursday at 7 p.m., I believe. So, yeah, make sure y'all check that out. All right. Man, so the name Finally Me. I know there's a deep, deep testimony behind that name for the album. So let the folks know about that.
So I've always had, I've always dealt with identity. Just going back to, as a child with my, the relationship with my father and not being affirmed in certain things, and that's carried on through teenage years and then into my adulthood. And as far as the music goes, you know, at times I wrote music to fit in maybe a reform camp or a charismatic camp. And it was like I couldn't fit in there, I couldn't fit here. And I really didn't know who I was. And then once I went through, the divorce and the different things that have happened along the way, I finally got comfortable in my own skin. And this project it was going to be called, it had a different title, and which was, it was going to be my name, and it was going to be called just another man analyzing life, or something along those lines. But then once I looked at the, but then once I looked at the track list, and once my brother, who executive produced it, created the order, I was like, finally me. It's like, because this is unfiltered. I feel free. I'm not writing to fit a particular audience or anybody. This is just who I am at age 41. You feel me? So, and that's what stuck. You know what I mean? And once I ran it by certain people, they were like, "That's it. That's definitely it." So stuck with it.
Amen, amen. I know you mentioned your brother a couple of different times within the interview about working with you. So how many other people was actually on the team to help you work on this project?
So my brother, again, he executive produced it, and then I started working on this with my best friend, who's a producer. He goes by AH Beats, or Andre Harrison, and we started the project together. He has two beats. He has two records on the project. He has the Amazing record, and he has what other record does he have on there? I'm drawing a blank right now, but he has another record on there, and then the rest of the songs were produced by Track Pros, Tone Jones, and this guy named K Fresh out of Seattle. And as far as the features, they're Priest from Columbus, and then Church B, who's from Pittsburgh as well. G Wisdom, who's also from Pittsburgh, and a couple other people that are from various places. Now there's a song called Showtime on there, and the guy on there his name is Boaz. He's a guy from Pittsburgh as well. He's not a Christian artist, but he has a really big following, and he does a lot of good stuff for the community. And my brother records him on a regular basis, so that just kind of happened. It just worked out perfectly. You know what I mean? And I recorded that song maybe like couple, maybe almost 2 years ago. So we knew that particular song was going to make the project as well. But yeah.
Hmm. All right, shout out to all those folks on the album, man. Shout out to your features, man. That's something that I wanted to ask you too about the features on your album, because it always amazes me when I hear a project and the people have different individuals on that project. So I always wonder, why did you pick those particular people? Was it because of, the track just fit, or the person just popped into your head? So how did you go about picking the features on your album?
That's a good question. Some of them, like I said, the Boaz feature was a song where I was at his restaurant and I just asked him. I was like, I've been a fan of his music for years, and I was just like, what would it take for you to come on, get on one of the songs? I sent him the song, and he was like, I'm gonna just do this on the strength of your brother. I said, word. Because he's done songs with, various artists, like world-renowned artists, and that was definitely a love shot. You know what I mean? And some of the other people, you know what I mean? Like, it was just, all right. The track fit. Once I heard the track, I was like, this person will probably definitely fit on this record. The Amazing song, like, it was my brother's idea to get my father actually sang background vocals on there. And that was something that was on my bucket list, like to do a song with my father. You know what I mean? Given the nature of our relationship, because it's, it's not, it's decent, but it's not the best. So like, that was really, that experience, him being in the studio, it was kind of funny, but he made it work. You know what I mean? Like, it was his first time in there. You know what I mean? My brother, he really did a great job in regards to that particular session. Because that was the only session that he actually ran, because he mixed and mastered the project. So I recorded everything else. So, but yeah.
Awesome.
Nice. Man, so bro, just sitting here talking to you and stuff, and catching up with everything. You've dealt with a lot. So can you take a couple of minutes, man, to like possibly encourage some of the people that are going through some of the things that you went through and that you've overcame, like the divorce or maybe the depression? Can you speak life to the people that are listening that might be dealing with that?
Yes. I would say that Jesus and therapy. And I laugh because some people don't believe in therapy, but I think that therapy can be a really good thing. You know what I mean, for people, just because of the fact that a lot of people live with unresolved trauma, and that trauma, that particular trauma, it takes control of their lives and it affects other people. And sometimes they don't realize that their actions and reactions, are due to some of that trauma. And if they would have actually talked that stuff out and kind of understood what their triggers were, they would be able to identify some of that stuff. You know what I mean? And as far as the Jesus aspect, you know what I mean? Like, that's the foundation. You know what I mean? Like, it starts there. And for me, with a lot of the things that happened, it started with forgiveness, and it started with kind of reflecting back and asking myself questions of what did I do to cause this reaction? What were some things that I could have done better? You know what I mean? Because like before you're pointing the finger at other people, you know what I mean? You gotta really reflect on yourself. You know what I mean? Like, I would never put I wouldn't put all the blame on one person, because it takes two to tango, right? So obviously there were some things that I dropped the ball on that triggered certain things to happen. You know what I mean? And I believe, God is sovereign and he allowed it to happen for a reason. I think that, these things are meant to shape you and to mold you and to be stronger. So for that person, I would say to have a community of people that you rock with, that you really trust, that you can talk through these things with,
Mhm.
that can invest that time and can give you that gospel. You feel me? Also, you need, if necessary, you need to talk to a professional. Like I will, advertise that because I think that that's important. None of us are too good to not get information or advice that would forward us in our lives and learn how to identify and deal with certain triggers. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So that would be my advice to people, because I know that those two things have helped me so much and have allowed me to put the onus on me in regards to certain things that I will deal with, certain things I won't deal with, as far as the boundaries, as far as the faith aspect. You know what I mean? The testing of your faith develops perseverance. So
Mm.
there's a lot of trials that I've gone through that my faith has increased and I've persevered through so much. So to that person,
Come on.
this is not the end. You know what I mean? This is for your good. This is for your growth. You gotta tap into. You gotta know how to fight. And if you're reading your word and you understand the word, you know what I mean. You know that there are some scriptures that you know what I mean. You might need to find. You may need to find that you need to stand on, and that you need to pray or memorize the scriptures. That when you're identifying these different issues, that's how you know what I mean. That's how we fight in the spiritual. So look
Mhm.
into that too.
Amen. Amen.
Hey man.
All right. All right. Before we wrap it up for the night, man, just to let y'all know, remember, mark it down on your calendars. The debut podcast is a short, like, segment type podcast by our sister, Ms. Purdy, kicks off Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, a couple of hours before our show. So make sure y'all check that out, man. She's going to have a lot of great information about fashion and advertising her boutique and everything. So make sure y'all check that out Friday. That's by our sister, Ms. Purdy. So, and happy birthday to Ms. Purdy as well, man. So a lot of outstanding people's birthday was today. Miss Purdy's birthday was today. Of course, my mama's birthday was today. So definitely happy birthday, mama.
Happy birthday to
Love you, love
Mama.
you, love you. I
Definitely.
would not be here without you. So definitely. What I want to do is I want to end the show with "Show Me." That's the other track that I had loaded for you is "Show Me." So let the folks know a little bit about "Show Me" before we wrap it up, bro.
Show Me is the oldest track on the album. Uh, G Wiz, the guy that's rapping on the second verse. You know what I mean? There's been a kind of a known thing that you know what I mean. We've done a song before that was really crazy, but it never came out. And I promised him that if he wrote a verse for this particular song, that it was going to make the project. So that particular song is about 4 or 5 years old. Like
Mm.
so, it was one of them ones that just needed to be on the project. You know what I mean? Like I cry out to God. Show me the way. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. You know what I mean? I need to know what to do. And when he wrote his verse, he was going through something really, really serious within his family. So like that verse it resonated really deeply to me, and it hit so close to home. And I think it's
Mm.
relatable for a lot of people. You know what I mean? So, but yeah. Show Me the Way. That record is
Amen.
very, very meaningful to me, and I'm glad that it did make the cut.
Amen. Amen. I am too, man. I am too. I gotta say it again, man. Make sure y'all go check out his album, Finally Me by Jamaal Dontah. He has some bangers on there, man. If you've never heard of this young man before, now you have a chance to get to know him a little bit more. Follow him on Instagram. He is on Instagram. He is on Facebook. But he's on Facebook under Jamaal Peak, Peek, right?
Yeah, like Peekaboo. Yep.
Yeah. So so he's on Facebook, Instagram. Are you on X?
Yeah, I'm on X. At I am Jamaal Dontah.
I am. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to go ahead and add you then, cause we're on X as well. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and add you on there with us on there too. So let everybody know everywhere that you're on, cause I know you're on Facebook. I know you're on Instagram. You're on X. So let them know your tags.
Okay, so Facebook is / Jamaal Peak, and Instagram, TikTok, and X is I am Jamaal Dontah, and I think that's all I'm on.
Okay.
I haven't ventured into Snapchat. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
my kids. I haven't done it. It shows my age, but I'm cool.
Yeah. I haven't been on Snapchat either. I think I connected to Snapchat once, and I was like, it's really not me.
Right.
Nah, I didn't try it
Anything
either. So that's 3 of us.
that tells all our ages.
Right.
Facts.
I'm gonna get my life together though one day.
Y'all, make sure y'all tune in tomorrow night, man. We're sitting down with the brother Dex, the artist, Dex, the nerd who loves Jesus, and his producer, Arlo Blue, will be on the show tomorrow night with his single, and we'll be chopping it up with him. If the name Dex sounds familiar, that's because he used to be, well, still is really, but he was one half of the group. Oh my goodness. Oh, they're gonna kill me. One half of the group, man, I'll remember. Golly, they're gonna kill me, dude. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I just drew a blank on their group, man. Cause yeah, man, wow, I can't believe that. That's really telling my age. But Meek Heroes, one half of Meek Heroes. That's who it was. Yes. So Joe Braggs and Dex was grouped together, and they were Meek Heroes. So definitely, we're gonna be sitting down with him tomorrow night, man. So it's gonna be another great night. We love y'all. We love everybody that was in the comments tonight, man. Everybody that dropped by and dropped a comment, dropped a like. And make sure, I'm gonna say it again, man. Make sure y'all go check out this brother, man. I'm blessed to came across his album, man. Definitely blessed to come across your album and started listening to it. And I was like, okay, because somebody posted it. Actually, one of my friends on Facebook.
I think it was Steve.
Yes.
Steven Semler. Yeah, that's
yes. He dropped your name down and was like, oh, you need to get him on the show. And I was like, well, okay, let me check out his music. And then when I checked it out, I was like, oh yeah, I bought the album and everything. So definitely,
thank you so
definitely,
much,
brother. So it's, man, I support when support comes in, man. When I really feel strong about somebody's music and stuff, I definitely support. So that ain't even a thing. But we're gonna end the show off with "Show Me," and y'all have a blessed night, man. We love y'all dearly, for real. Thank you for the support. We have a whole lot more coming up. And remember, the week of the 4th, February the 4th, kicks off. We will start our new shows on Apple TV, Roku, Fire Stick, all those streaming channels, TV channels. Let's Talk Gospel will be on there with our show on there. So make sure y'all check us out on there as well. All right, let's check this joint out. Let's go.
Let's go, man.
Lord, show me. Show me the way, show me the way. Show me the way, show me the way. I've been out here feeling lost, trying to find my way. Show me the way, show me the way. Lord, show me. Got my head up, I'm feeling low, low, low. Lord, I need your direction, let me know, no, no. Show me the way. Yes, sir. Show me the way. Yes, sir. Show me the way. Show me, Lord, show me. Show me. Lord, show me.
I wanna move all on my own, that is the truth. Look at the proof, I am a mess, overly stressed, trying to recoup, got it. Do I know people who got it together, avoiding this pressure, all on their own, doing this thing alone, with God on the throne, miss me with that. We are created people, made in His image, but ways are evil, days and number, but chains can keep you. Who am I to question your ways? Wisdom is life, and you are the source, the morning and light, but you are the source, the sinner and saint alike. You are the way, switch. A lot of us have questions, but you have all the answers. People keep it fickle, but your word remains the standard. Never changing, narrow is the road, His light is beaming. They got your steps, so when you flex, His love is ever gleaming. Oh,
show me the way, show me the way. Show me the way, show me the way. I've been out here feeling lost, trying to find my way. Show me the way, show me the way. Lord, show me. Got my head up, I'm feeling low, low, low. Lord, I need your direction, let me know, no, no. Show me the way. Yes, sir. Show me the way. Yes, sir. Show me the way. Show me, Lord, show me. Show me. Lord, show me.
Lord, is it cool if I question you? Do I count blessings with depressing news? I wear a smile and try to hide the pain. I seek the sun and try to cloud the rain. Why can't I seem to get up out the pit? And all my life I feel I want a mount to quit. It's all I hear up there inside my head, the coldest thought that always leaves me frozen stiff. I wanna vent, not be a bother. Deep within, wanna scream and holler. Bottled up inside this boiled lava, and this pill is a little too big to swallow. It's sick that I always feel sick inside. Victimized, why am I a victim? Why do I wanna feel something different? God, this is not the life that I predicted, God. Father in heaven, I'm here to pray. Through the pain, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, Lord, move me out the way, and let your will be done outside of heaven's gates. Your thoughts are higher than mine. Your ways are higher than mine. There's things that I don't understand, but know it's all by your design.
Show me the way, show me the way. Show me the way, show me the way. I've been out here feeling lost, trying to find my way. Show me the way, show me the way. Lord, show me. Got my head up, I'm feeling low, low, low. Lord, I need your direction, let me know, no, no. Show me the way. Yes, sir. Show me the way. Yes, sir. Show me the way. Show me, Lord, show me. Show me, Lord, show me.